couple of years ago, I first read Atomic Habits by James Clear. And at first, I was incredibly intrigued by the idea behind it. You only have to implement a series of small little habits into your life to change it and to get remarkable results, as the subtitle says. But the longer I tried to use this method, the more I found the limits it had. And years later, I now think that this probably is the wrong approach if you really want to create remarkable results in your life, for a couple of reasons. First, I want to talk about something that I found incredibly problematic about this book, as I find a lot of self-improvement and self-help advice to be. And that's the notion that you have to put in little effort to gain something big, to create big outcomes. The promise of the book, again, is small habits leading to remarkable results. And that's a thing that sells well because people love this idea. You have to do very little to gain a lot. And I think that's part of the popularity of this book, is the promise that you don't really have to put in a lot of effort. But that's not the reality. And the problem I have with this is not necessarily just that it doesn't work that way, but that it feeds onto this desire that people have, that they want to avoid discomfort and effort at all costs, and that they want shortcuts to change their lives, when there really are none. Now, I don't want to argue against how effective the method James Clear proposes in his book really is. You can certainly implement habits into your life this way. But then, if you really want to create big outcomes in your life, you also have to put in a lot of work. And you shouldn't be fooled by the promise of the title. Also, I think one problem with tiny habits, small habits, atomic habits, is that when you rely on them, in the beginning you might get some results. Like if you start working out, for example, and you implement a small little working out habit into your life, it will change something. But you'll only get so far. And this might be great for people who do nothing. Better create a small little workout habit into your life than do nothing, right? That's great. But if you really want to change your life and build something, create remarkable results, you have to put in the effort. Especially when it comes to competing with other people, because there always will be people who just do more than you. And I'm yet waiting for the story of a very successful person who said, well, I got that successful because I built 240 different tiny habits into my life. That's probably not the case. So I don't want to bash this book altogether. I think it has its place, and there's a reason why so many people loved it. But I want to warn you to take it as an excuse not to take massive action towards your goals. Because if you really want to make something happen in your life, you should rather take big and massive action, do a lot of volume, than creating small little habits into your life and hope that they will magically change it over time.